Welcome to Power to Unite with Elvira. Andito po tayo ngayon sa Singapore kung saan po mapalad tayo at makakasama natin ngayon dito para pag-usapan how strong is the faith of Filipino migrant here. Walang iba kundi si Her Excellency Ambassador Minda Cruz. Siya po ang ambassador ng Pilipinas dito po sa Singapore.
Singapore, one of the most progressive countries in Asia where people of different races exist side by side, free to live, work, play, and worship. It is home to hundreds of thousands of Filipinos who braved separation from their families to give them a better future. OFWs who often seek God for comfort and strength to endure their lonely battles for survival.
At magbabalik po ang Power to Unite with Elvira.
May maganda daw po kayong balita.
May biyayang darating sa atin. Hinirang ang ating bayan. Pinili ang bansang Pilipinas upang dito idaos ang 51st International Eucharistic Congress.
Dadayuhin ng mga Katoliko sa buong mundo. Magkita-kita tayo sa Cebu sa January 2016.
Sa selebrasyon na ito, maghahari ang pagmamahal sa isa't isa dahil tayo ay pamilya ng Diyos at Siya ang ating Ama.
Saksihan natin ang real presence ni Jesus sa Eucharist. Yan ang misa ng mundo.
Pinakamalaking pagsasama ng mga mananampalataya. Pagtulong-tulungan natin para may sakatuparan.
Mula sa ating munting kakayahan, may handog natin ang pinakamalaking selebrasyon ng banal na Eucharistia.
Sa kapangyarihan ng mamamayang Pilipino, kaya natin ito.
Isang pamilya sa ilalim ng isang Diyos. Nag-iisang bangka tayo sa isang pananampalataya. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
Ambassador Cruz, nagpapasalamat po kami at napag-unlakan nyo kami. Ma-interview kayo kahit na very short notice lang. Alam natin when it comes to peace and order here, maganda ang place ng Singapore. At the same time, nakita natin, ang daming Pilipino pumupunta dito na sinasabi natin, Filipino migrant. Ang pagkaiba lang sa Singapore, in comparison with other like in Europe or in Middle East, karamihan ma-domestic. Dito naman, mostly, I think majority are more of professional level, di ba? Bilang ambassador, ilan pong taon na kayo dito sa Singapore?
Salamat, Elvira, sa pag-imbita nyo rin sa akin. Ano? Well, nandito ako sa Singapore, pang 5 taon ko na ho ngayon.
Okay.
Ngunit pangalawang beses ko na ho ito ngayon sa Singapore dahil noong taong 2000 hanggang 2004, naging Consul General po ako rito. Noong 2008, bumalik ho ako bilang embahador. Napakalaki ho ng ating komunidad dito sa Singapore. Ang bilang ho ay umaabot hanggang 150 to 170,000 po.
Wow.
So, the numbers have increased over the years. Mula ho yan noong 2005 hanggang 2007.
Yeah.
Doon ho yung height ng pasok. Dahil nung unang narito ako, mga 90,000 lang yan. Karamihan domestic workers or household workers. Pero nung balik ko, lumaki na ho yung bilang ng professionals. Mm-hmm. So yung proportion nun, 65-35 ang kanyang yung ratio. Malaki ho ang komunidad natin, and I'm lucky it is a very solid Filipino community. Ngayon yung tanong nyo, how do they practice their faith? How do they live their faith? I think you see it with the way they organize themselves and with the kind of activities that they do. Mm-hmm. Unang-una, ang Singapore ay interracial, interreligious society.
Yes.
It has 5 races, many religious groups around, and government puts them all together. There is what you call the Inter-Religious Organization, or the IRO.
Yes.
And I have been also very much involved with this because I'm a firm believer too that, in a community that is very multiracial, it is good to be able to integrate and mix, with each other. There are so many churches in Singapore, and in every church you'd find a Filipino group in these churches. So you would see them organizing into groups like Couples for Christ, Singles for Christ, and then when you have the Holy Week observance, then you find it done in full measures by Filipino groups. At the same time, during Christmas, we have the Simbang Gabi ho rito. No? Nag-umpisa ho yun na yung pare umiikot sa mga simbahan sa 14 na araw.
Okay.
Tapos, nung sumunod na taon, dahil napakarami ho nang dumarating, ginawang 2 grupo, 2 pare ang nagmimisa. Pero talagang full to the brim pa rin ho yung mga simbahan. Kaya ang ginawa ngayon, 3 pare, lumilibot naman yan. Now, dito mo makita yung how cooperative din the churches are in Singapore. They allow this Simbang Gabi to go around, and it is a very good way also of integrating the Filipino culture into the Singapore society, because it allows them to experience how we celebrate, the birth of Christ, and how we normally really prepare for the big day. So it's one very good example. In fact, dahil nga 3 na yung naglilibot na pare, 3 namang parish priest ang nag-offer to do it in their churches straight for 14 days.
So itong 3 pare, Pilipino?
Hindi ho Pilipino. Yung isa ay Vietnamese.
Okay.
Yung isa ay Singaporean of Indian descent.
Okay.
And then yung isa is basta isang race din. It's mostly, different races. So, diyan mo makikita yung how strong the bonds are that they allow them. So we bring all the paroles and all, and the theme for every night celebration of the Simbang Gabi, running up to the Christmas Eve. So that's one way they do. And I feel the church is so important, given the separation of families. I think it is a very good anchor for everyone who are away from families. The spiritual support and the community support of fellow Filipinos in the churches and even in their own groups and offices become a very, very important element to be able to keep the Filipinos rooted and not forgetting their families back home. Totoo ngang yung social impact, social causes of separations are huge.
Yes.
I am a strong advocate of having families together.
Yes.
And this is why, in lots of Filipino community events that I go ho, palagi kong pinapaalala na ang dahilan ng pagpunta po ninyo rito ay upang mayayos ho yung mga buhay ng pamilya. Sana naman huwag kalimutan yung pamilya. So, yung mga community events, we always try to find a way to keep reminding people of, keeping their families together and that living your faith, that everything, particularly God should be the center of your life, Because I am a strong believer too that anything that you do, if you offer it up there, things will fall in place.
Yes.
But I also keep reminding our own fellow Filipinos na kailangan din i-remind ho nila yung sarili nila araw-araw doon, no?
Yes.
Para huwag ho makalimutan. Dahil siguro nga, parang kung bago kang labas sa Pilipinas, darating ka isang magandang lugar na Singapore, makikita mo lahat maganda, makikita mo lahat maayos. Baka naman ho, tawag dito, makalimutan mo na yung pinanggalingan, lalong-lalo na po yung pamilya.
Yes.
Yun po yung isang ikinakatakot ko palagi. Kaya ho, yun yung aming palaging reminder ho sa ating community.
Not to forget your family.
Not to forget
and
your
that you needed your spiritual aspect.
Your spiritual grounding is very,
yes.
very important because I think that will guide you on how you will handle your relations with your family, with your employers, with your friends, and with everybody.
Ang role ng mga Filipino migrant, naniniwala kasi tayo sa ating bansa, sila ang future evangelizer. Do you believe in that na yung kanilang pagkapit sa Diyos dito, yung kanilang contribution dito sa Singapore, masasabi ba natin malaking-malaki ang matutulong nila dito sa interreligious organization?
Ay, opo, malaki ho yung impact din ho ng Filipinos rito, evangelizers. Nakakatuwa ho dahil kuminsan yung mga household workers, dala-dala nila yung mga alaga nila sa simbahan.
Okay.
Para nga rin yan ho nung nasa Hong Kong ako, tangay-tangay ng mga household workers, yung mga alaga nila pag nagsisimba. Napakagandang rin ho, no? Napakagandang bagay nun. At saka may narinig ako na isa na parang naging katulong upang nag-convert yung isang pamilyang pinagtrabahuhan nila. So, napakaganda kong pakinggan yung mga ganong istorya. No?
Alam mo, napakaganda pag-usapan yung role ng mga Filipino migrant dito sa Year of the Faith. Magbabalik po ang Power Tonight with Elvira.